Hello class 8 students, welcome to the online classes. So as we are discussing the chapter microorganisms, friend and foe, right? So in the last video, we have discussed about the disease causing microorganisms in humans, okay? Today we'll start from the disease causing microorganisms in animals. We'll start from page number 24. So let's continue the chapter. Okay. So just like human beings, several microorganisms causes diseases in other animals also, such as cow, buffalo, sheep, okay, goat, okay, and in some birds also. So there are some names. Some names are there of diseases which are caused in animals by the microorganisms, like say foot and mouth disease. Okay, what disease? Foot and mouth disease. It is mentioned over here. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Okay, foot and mouth disease of animals like in cattle is caused by a virus. Okay, so foot and mouth disease is a viral disease of animals, right? What is the causative microorganisms of foot and mouth disease? It is what? It is virus. The causative microorganisms of foot and mouth disease in animals, say in cattle, is virus, remember. Okay, and one more disease is there, that is anthrax. It is mentioned over here, anthrax. Okay, anthrax is a very dangerous disease of animals like in cattle only, which is caused by a bacterium. Okay, which is caused by a bacteria means. Okay, so anthrax disease is a bacterial disease of animals. Okay, and what is the causative microorganisms of anthrax disease? It is bacterium, also known as what? Bacillus anthracis. Bacillus anthracis, this one. It was discovered by Robert Koch. Robert Koch discovered the bacterium, that is Bacillus anthracis, which causes what disease? Anthrax in animals. Okay, like in cattle. Clear? So this disease, this bacterium that is Bacillus anthracis, which causes anthrax disease in animals, was discovered by Robert Koch in 1876. Clear? So I am reading this paragraph for you. That is, look at your book. You can look at your book, page number 24. Disease causing microorganisms in animals. Several microorganisms not only cause diseases in humans and plants, but also in other animals. For example, anthrax is a dangerous human and cattle disease caused by a bacterium. What is the name of this bacterium? Bacillus anthracis. Okay, and foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Clear? This is only mentioned in your book. Clear? Next we'll see about the disease causing microorganisms in plants. So just like human beings and other animals, microorganisms also cause diseases in plants. Okay, see, microorganisms cause diseases in animals, plants and human beings. Okay, so for example, several microorganisms cause diseases in plants, like say it is mentioned over here: wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, okay, then orange, apple and others. Okay, so there are some name given in table 2.2 of the diseases also, that means of a plant disease also, and the diseases which are caused by the microorganisms. Okay, you can look at the next page. Yes, some common plant diseases is caused by microorganisms are given to you. Plant diseases. Okay, what is the causative microorganism? Okay, then mode of transmission. The mode of transmission of this disease. Okay, so we can go through it. So the diseases reduce the yield of crops. Okay, it will reduce the yield of crops. That means the production of the crops will be lost. It will reduce the production of the crops. Okay, when it comes to disease. Okay, if a plant is suffering from any disease, then it will reduce the production, or it will reduce the yield of that particular crop. Okay, so see table 2.2 for some such plant disease. They can be controlled by the use of certain chemicals which kill the microbes. Okay, so first one you can see over here, plant disease, that is citrus canker. Okay, plant disease, citrus canker, and it is caused by bacteria. As you can look, it is caused by what? Bacteria. Okay, so the causative microorganism of citrus canker disease are what? Bacteria. And this citrus canker disease is transmitted through air. The citrus canker disease is transmitted through air. Okay, so this means that the mode of transmission of citrus canker disease of plants is what? Air. Okay, so see the name. What is this name suggests? Citrus. Okay, so as the name suggests, the citrus canker disease occurs in citrus trees. Okay, like say lemon. Like say what? Lemon. Okay, lemon. Then lime. Okay, oranges. So these disease happens in or occurs in the citrus trees, like say lemon, lime, oranges, etc., etc. Clear? Next one is rust of wheat. What is it? Rust of wheat. Okay, and it is caused by fungi. It is caused by what? Fungi. So we can say then the causative microorganism of rust of wheat disease is fungus. Clear? It is what? Fungus. And the rust of wheat disease is transmitted through air. Clear? So by the name rust of wheat, right? Rust of wheat. So as the name suggests, the rust of wheat disease occurs in wheat plants. What plants? Wheat plants. Okay? Clear? And the last one is say yellow vein mosaic. Okay? Yellow vein mosaic of bhindi or say okra. In English we call bhindi vegetable. That is a vegetable. What is the English name of that? Okra. Okay, so yellow vein mosaic of bhindi. So this disease is caused by again a virus. Okay, it is caused by a virus. So the causative microorganism of this plant disease, that is yellow vein mosaic of bhindi, is virus. Okay, and the mode of transmission, okay, that is the yellow vein mosaic of bhindi disease is transmitted through what? Insects. It is transmitted through insects. Clear? Okay. So these diseases of plants which are caused by microorganisms will reduce the yield. It will reduce the yield and quality of crops. It will reduce the yield and quality of crops. Okay, it will reduce the yield and quality of various crops. So this plant disease can be controlled by how? This plant disease can be controlled by the use of certain chemicals which will kill the disease causing microorganisms or insects. Clear? So now we will discuss about food poisoning, our next topic, and food preservation. Okay, so let's start from food poisoning. See, if the food is not covered properly, and if it is not stored properly, or if it is not preserved properly, then it gets spoiled by the action of microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi on it. Okay, again I am repeating that if the food is not covered properly, or if it is not stored properly, if it is not preserved properly, then it will get spoiled by the action of microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi on it. So the microorganisms that grow on our food sometimes produce what? It produce toxic substances. If the microorganisms grows on our food sometimes, then it will produce toxic substances. Toxic means poisonous substances. Okay, so the food spoiled in this manner, and it will start giving foul smell. Foul smell and bad taste, very bad taste. Okay, it will start giving foul smell and very bad taste. Okay, clear till here? And sometimes its color may also change. The color of the food may also change. Okay, and if such food is eaten, then it will lead to what? Food poisoning. So what is food poisoning? It is the say a disease caused by or caused due to the presence of a large number of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi in the food, or due to the presence of toxic substances in food formed by the action of microorganisms. Clear? What is food poisoning? Poisoning, again I am repeating, that it is the disease which is caused by or caused due to the presence of a large number of microorganisms like say bacteria and fungi in the food. Okay, or we can say it is due to the presence of toxic substances in the food formed by the action of microorganisms. Okay, so the food poisoning occurs due to the consumption of spoiled food, right? The food poisoning occurs due to the consumption of spoiled food by some microorganisms, and some major symptoms are there of food poisoning, like say vomiting, diarrhea, that is loose motion. Okay, and sometimes a pain in the abdomen also, headache, fever. So these are some of the symptoms of food poisoning. Okay, like say vomiting, again I am repeating, like say vomiting, diarrhea or say loose motion, then pain in the abdomen or in the stomach, and headache, fever. Okay, and sometimes food poisoning can cause serious illness and even death of the person. Clear? So what is given in your book, you see, food poisoning, about food poisoning. Bujo was invited in his friend to a party, and he ate a variety of food stuff. On reaching home, he started vomiting and had to be taken to a hospital. The doctor said that this condition could be due to food poisoning. So food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganisms. Clear? Food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganisms. Microorganisms that grow on our food produces toxic substances or poisonous substances. Clear? Microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi, if they grow on our food, then it will produce toxic substances. So these make the food poisonous, causing serious illness and even death of the person. So it is very important that we preserve food to prevent it from being spoiled. Clear? Food is very precious material, so it should not be allowed to get spoiled, or it should not be allowed to become useless, or we can say that it should not be allowed to cause food poisoning. Okay, so that is why we need to preserve food to prevent it from getting spoiled. Clear? So yes, till here we'll conclude the video today. Okay, we'll start food preservation in the next day, in the next video. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.